Hi, I'm Maddie. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be swatching all of my bullet journal pens in my bullet journal to show you how they work and what they look like, because I have recently been getting like super into bullet journaling content because you really seem to be liking it. And in case you kind of want to start replicating my themes or just interested in the supplies that I have, because I don't normally talk about the supplies that much in my videos, I thought it would be a good idea to make a video sharing all the different supplies that I use and show you what they look like. So if you're interested, you can get some for yourself and replicate my themes. And without further ado, let's get in with the video. Alright, so first up I am going to be swatching my Tombow dual brush pens, and I have these in the bright pack. I have a review video on them, but that video is a year old, really short, and not that informative, so this is much better. I swatch each pen and write the number that it is, because I believe that you can buy Tombow dual brush pens individually. So if you don't want the entire bright pack, then you can buy just one of the pens in the color that you like, which I think is super nice, because sometimes you might see a color and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want this one, but all the other pens in the pack are super ugly. So I feel like that is a super great thing that they're doing, because otherwise like you would just have so many ugly pens that you don't really use. Another really cool feature of the Tombow dual brush pens is each pack comes with a blending stick. So here I'm swatching a blue and purple and then using that blend stick to go over it. And as you can see, like a lighter shade of each color is coming out around it, and they're kind of blending together in the middle. If you want more of a blend, you can play around with the overlap. But I just think that that is such a cool feature, and honestly, I haven't seen like any other pens that do that. I'm sure they're out there, like watercolor pens and stuff. That's what this reminds me of. But I think the effects that you can do with that are really cool. And as far as my black brush pen, this is just a random one that I picked up from Staples, and it is a Faber-Castell Pitt Artist pen. I think it works really nicely. I haven't had any issues with it. I'm sure that the Tombow ones are good too. Just the store I was at did not have a singular black Tombow pen. And if you know anything about Tombow, they are pretty expensive, and best I remember, this was a decent price. Speaking of price, if you're finding the Tombow pens to be too expensive, I could not recommend Crayola Super Tips enough. They are not as good for like lettering as say a Tombow pen, but they're much cheaper, and I think that it's easier to get a wider variety of colors with Crayola Super Tips. The only downside is they do not have numbers where I can like tell you that that blue is shade number 124. So for this, I would just recommend getting a decent sized variety pack, say 25 or 50, and that lime green one is dead, which is very sad because that would have been a cute color. But anyways, just a decent sized pack, say 25 or like 50 or something like that, to get you started and get you a good variety of pens, because I think when you're first starting off, the more variety you have, the better, and then you can always have options. If you limit yourself early on, I feel like that's when people start to hate bullet journaling. So be sure to keep your options open and have a good variety of colors to use. Next, I am swatching my Sakura Pigma Micron fineliners. So for this, I have them all in black because I didn't really want the colored fineliners. I just don't really use colored fineliners that much. And for this, I got the variety pack. So the smallest one is 0.005 and the biggest one is 0.08. And I personally enjoy using the 0.3, 0.5, and 0.8 the most. So for writing things down in my bullet journal, sometimes I will use the 03. Doing decorations, 05 and 08 are my go-tos. But in a minute, I'm going to be sharing my like go-to regular everyday pen for my bullet journal, which is the U brand 07. My friend gifted me a set of these for my birthday, and I find that they're really good for an everyday bullet journal pen because while the Sakura fineliners are really good, they do wear out pretty easily. So I didn't really want to use those for writing down everyday tasks and stuff. So these U brand pens are really nice. Like, it's a good size, I guess is the right word, to where you can see it, but it's not too big, and you don't have to worry about wearing out your like super good pens. So the final set of pens I have to swatch for you are the Sakura Jelly Roll pens. So these are white gel pens, and I have them in the size 0.05, and so they could properly show up, I'm taking my black brush pen and coloring in a little black box so they can really pop and you can see the full effect. But I got these for Christmas and I have been in love with them, trying to do like everything I can to use them just because I think it's so cool. That's going to be all for today's video. If you liked it, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what theme you'd like for me to do in March. I have a few ideas that I'm bouncing around, like a sort of geometric diamond theme, sunflower, but if you have any other ideas or a preference out of those themes, please let me know in the comments so I can film the video that you want to see. And be sure that you're subscribed down below and have the bell turned on so you can be part of the hashtag M&M squad. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye!